What do you care about what people think about you? You have to learn one thing in life. You cannot love everybody and appreciate everybody, and it goes both ways. If you don't let that thing now, you're going to always be a fool of somebody. Live your life to the full. As far as you don't hurt anybody and you're happy doing what you do, let them talk. Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel on Let's Media Global TV. Guys, so if today happens to be a very first time watching or passing through, make sure you subscribe to my channel on Let's Media Global TV. Make sure you leave your comments. Make sure you subscribe, you share to other people. Yeah. So basically today I'm in Hockenheim, a city in Bad Kreuznach. Bad Kreuznach is in southwestern part of Germany. Yeah, I used to live here some time ago, and this is my best friend from Ghana. She's going to do the introduction, or she's going to tell us about herself first. But like, let me just do this. Yeah, so she's a very good friend of mine. We met at work. Yeah, and she's going to say that, so I'm not going to say it. Yeah, so basically, you know, my channel, I talk about everything: education, life, history, experience, everything from Ghana to Germany or the other part of the world. Yeah, so if this is the kind of content you want and you're ready for this video, we'll be right back. Catch you.
Crazy on it.
Hey guys, so welcome back again. So if you are just new, you just back into my video, make sure you subscribe. Yeah, join the family. Yeah, and then make sure you share, you comment, so you keep us going. Yeah, thank you very much. So Sister Sheila,
Yes, Dallas.
thank you very much for granting me this opportunity to, you know, have a word with you, have a talk. Like, it's not interview. So you're welcome to my channel on Let's Media Global TV. And as we do, today I'm glad to, you know, have you on my channel, to also share your life experience. So fast forward, like, tell us, like, what's your full name, where do you come from in Ghana, like, which school do you go? Like, people want to know. Please be vocal, because my family, some of my family, they don't hear where you speak. Yeah, so let's go.
Alex, thank you for having me on your channel on Let's Media
Global. Yeah.
Please subscribe and then like his video. He's doing very well.
Thank you. Please be vocal.
Okay.
Louder.
I've not eaten kartoffel yet.
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Sheila Badon, Mrs. Sheila Badon.
Mrs.
Yeah. I come from Laura in the Upper West region of Ghana. I attended. I was actually born in Kintampo, and then I started schooling at 3 Garrison Primary School in Sunyani.
Okay.
Then from there, I proceeded to Sunyani Senior High School. That was 2000. Yeah. Then from Sunyani Senior High School, I read general arts in Sunyani Senior High School. Then I proceeded to the only university in Ghana. Can you guess?
Accra Technical University. Why? I can guess. That's my school. That's my best school. Accra Technical University, guys. That's the best school, best university in Ghana.
No, there are only 2 universities in Ghana.
Which are
Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and the rest. So I went to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, popularly known as Tech, and in Kumasi, and I read development planning, BSc development planning there.
okay.
Yeah, and I completed in the year 2008.
Oh.
Yeah, and I did my national service with community water and sanitation in Koforidia.
Sister, you talk vibrant, but it's like today is like want to feel the vibe, like
What
talk,
vibes again?
yeah, talk like yeah. So guys, yeah.
Yeah, so from there I worked in the banking sector for
Okay.
about 8 years.
Professionally.
Yeah, professional banker. Before I moved to Germany.
Before you moved to Germany, so
Yeah.
that's the most important thing. What was your motivation? Like, what brought you here in Germany? Like, how did you land in Germany?
Yeah, that's a very
In a nutshell, yeah.
Actually, I never planned or thought of living the rest of my life in Germany, but here am I. So my husband happened to come to Germany in I think 2016 for a program called African Comps. I'm sure some of your viewers will be familiar with this project. It's a 1-year fellowship. So he came for that project in 2016, and it was expected that he will return back to Ghana after a year. So after a year, his company decided to retain him.
Okay.
In Germany.
Okay.
So he stayed back. So after 2 years, it didn't look like he was coming back to Ghana then.
Okay.
So then I had to join him with our 2 kids. We already had 2 kids, and you know, boys, as they are growing and the father is not home, they start becoming stubborn. They need a father's life, a father figure in their life. So.
Okay, so you were already married in Ghana.
Yeah, sure.
And you had your kids before.
I had
okay,
my 2
so
lovely boys.
So how did you cope when your husband was away for such a long time? Like
yeah, it was actually not too difficult for me. You know, in Ghana we have the family system to support you. So I had my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law, and then my husband's cousin was also living with us. So I had all these family supports helping me with the kids.
okay.
So as I said, I was working in the bank. You know, banking is quite stressful in Ghana.
Yeah.
You leave home very early, and you come back home. You return
very
home
late.
very late. Yeah.
Okay.
And then so with the help of my mother-in-law and brother-in-law, I was able to manage whilst my husband was away.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that time too, I was doing my master's too in Legon around that time. So it was quite difficult, but I had to, with the help of my family members, I was able to cope whilst my husband was away.
Okay, so whilst her husband was away. So yeah, talking of you relocating to Germany, like, so you came to Germany as a family reunion, Oh, okay. You didn't pass through Libya or the sea.
No.
Okay, so it's a legal means to enter into Germany.
Okay,
how was the just 1 minute? How was the interview? Was like just at the interview
process,
section?
It
was it difficult?
It wasn't difficult because I'd visited my husband quite a number of times while he was here. No, he was in Germany for about 3 years before we finally joined him. So during that time, myself and the kids had visited. So we had already been to the embassy before. So we already knew most of the requirements. But short visits and family reunion are quite different. That was something that was really shocking to me.
Oh, really?
So I applied. I'd come to Germany like twice. Before applying for the family reunion. So when I applied for the family reunion, the requirements are quite a bit different. The kind of things they require, and I was surprised they needed my BEC certificate. So I had to go back to my my JSS. Fortunately, I didn't pick my certificate from my school, so it was still with the school. So I had to go back to my school to get my BEC certificate to present to the embassy. They needed it. And then the other little challenge I encountered was my marriage certificate, which was quite strange because I used that same marriage certificate to apply for visa to come to visit my husband, like 2 occasions, and that was the same marriage certificate my husband used to apply for his visa to come.
Oh.
And it was okay. But then as soon as I was applying as family reunion, they needed further information about the marriage certificate.
Oh.
Because I think they have a notion that people do arrange marriages and stuff just to come to Europe or stuff. So usually when we are relocating, they do a little more
Scrutiny
of
very
the
strict
marriage.
on them. Oh, okay.
So they asked for my gazette. You know, in Ghana there are 2 types of the 2 kinds of the marriages. You have those that you go to the registry, the district assemblies, and they listen to sign. So those ones you have the coat of arms on the marriage certificate, and we have those that are done in churches. You know, some churches are
like
licenses,
a white wedding.
There are licenses to celebrate marriages. So those kind of marriage don't have the coat of arm on their marriage certificate. It's just a plain certificate. So usually at the embassy, when you have such certificate, they require you to back it with a gazette to prove that the church, the place the marriage took place was licensed, and the person who authorized the marriage also is also an authorized person to celebrate the marriage. So it was something that I didn't really know. So I had to go back to my church to collect the gazette, to present again, and it was quite stressful because, you know, in Ghana our documentation is some way, and my church, I married in St. Margaret's Mary Parish Catholic Church in Down Summer. It's an old parish, so you can imagine so they couldn't find their gazettes. So I had to go through a long process, writing an affidavit, going to high courts.
The high courts, and it finally went to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for endorsement or something. It was quite a lengthy process, just because we didn't have the gazette on the church didn't have the gazette readily available, and because my marriage was done in church, and the certificate didn't have the coat of arm on it. So I think it's something that I think most people will not even be aware. I myself, I wasn't aware of that until I came across that. So if you are married in church and you realize your marriage certificate doesn't have the coat of arm, maybe probably you can ask your church for the gazette, make a copy, and just that is if you're a Ghanaian, and then
that is if you're a Ghanaian, and put it, you never know when
it will be needed.
And you have it readily available.
Thank you very much. So guys, you see, so right now you are in Germany. You're already married, so you are off the market. yes, because most people I interview, when I ask of the dating or relationship status here, is quiet, disturbing. But you are married, so you are off the market. So I have 2 questions to end our discussion. First question has to do with are you a housewife, or in Germany here there's nothing like housewife, you have to work whilst your husband is working? And then which company have you worked so far? Is it easy? Is it difficult to get work as an immigrant?
Yeah, this is an interesting question. So relocating to Germany, I had a little idea that you need the language to be able to get a job. I started, I was working as a banker in Ghana. So I already did my A1 in Ghana before coming to Germany. So when
A1, that's the Deutsch.
So when I got here, fortunately for me, my husband's company had arranged for Dutch lessons for me. So because the language is very critical for integration here, because they do everything in the Dutch language. So that was the first thing the company did to help me integrate. So they arranged Dutch lessons for me. So I did the course for about 8 months or so. And unfortunately, we came in 2019, July 2019. And then by January 2020, Corona had set in and stuff like that. So after learning the language, unfortunately, so most of the courses. So when we came, when we arrived in July 2019 with my 2 boys. So we needed to get them a kindergarten to start school before I could even think of looking for a job. So unfortunately, where we were, the kindergarten was full. There was no space, so they had to stay home till November before they were able to get space at the kindergarten. So all this while I couldn't work because they were home. So I was home with them. So when they got the place at the kindergarten in November, then I started the Dutch language. So by January, February, March, Corona has set in. So everything was back to grounded in Germany. So after the course, I did the Dutch course, but it was online, one-on-one. I didn't have other classmates. So I wanted an opportunity. Language, when you learn language and you don't use it,
it's like you doing nothing.
You're doing nothing, you virtually forget. So
you need to speak with people
for the language to stick. So and Corona had come in, lockdown, you couldn't go out, even shopping, and you couldn't even make friends to even express yourself. So all that I learned in school, I was beginning to forget it back, because back home we were speaking English and Dagari, our local language, with the kids, so that they don't forget. Because English, for us, English is very important, because English is whether we like it, is the international language. So since they were learning Dutch in school, we wanted to still keep the language in our Dagari home. So at home we don't speak Dutch, so we speak English and Dagari with them here. So I couldn't express my Dutch, little Dutch that I was learning with them.
So did you get job in a nutshell?
So in a nutshell, so when Corona subsided, when they opened up again, I said okay, I needed something to do that will help me meet people to learn job, but I didn't have the language, so I wasn't able to get job. So mind you, during that time, the lock time I did a course. Whilst I was home, I quickly enrolled a course in IT. When I came, I surveyed around. I saw that the IT field was quite promising in Germany. So I said, okay, once I've moved in, let me take an opportunity to change careers. So I wanted to go to the IT field. So during that time, I did a 6-month course in a user experience design. So I finished with that one too. And applied for some few jobs, and they were asking for the language. They needed a minimum B1, and I didn't have B1.
So you have to go back to school to learn
again. So I said, okay, I learned in school and I couldn't use it. So let me see if I'm trying to get some job that at least gets in closer to people that I can. So I was looking for a job that I could do it English. They didn't really need a German for me, and I got an Amazon did.
Almighty Amazon.
Almighty Amazon.
Schnella colleague. So that's where
that's where I met you there. I took up a job in Amazon for about 8 months to help me meet people and experience. But unfortunately, because of Corona.
What were you doing in Amazon? What was your work like?
I was doing mostly staging,
scanning,
parcels and stuff.
Was it lucrative?
It was okay. I was just doing 4 hours a day, so it was okay. It was okay. At least it keeps you busy, and you get to meet people to at least express yourself.
Okay, so that's where we basically met and then we became friends. Well, last one, and this one you have to keep it snappy. Because of our time, it's already dark. Yes.
Yeah, but I did, and I left Amazon, and then fortunately, I thought I did a course in the US, so it finally landed me a job in the tech field. So I'm working at a software production, computer software programming company in.
So you finally learned computer software.
Yes.
Wow.
So I'm working with that software company.
Wow.
Metatext.
Okay, guys, I think she will also do it. So this is where we keep saying that Ghanaians, please, when you have the opportunity to come here and you have the opportunity to school, to learn a trade, to learn a skill, whether house be done, the German will say, like training, or have the chance to go to school, please make sure you go to school. Because can you compare now your skill in IT as a software engineer or software designer? Yeah, sorry, is this can you compare it, the salary and everything? Can you compare it to working as a Schneider colleague in Amazon, like as a normal worker in Amazon?
No, yeah, I work from home. I manage my own time, so that's the good thing. I have kids, so it helps me to manage when they're back from school. I'm home. I am able to schedule I can work very early. By 3 I'm done, or you can decide to work late in the day. So you just have to fulfill the number of hours a day. So it's quite flexible.
Okay.
And then
so it has really changed your life. That
sure.
IT, software, software designer, it has really changed your life.
Yeah, sure.
Guys, Charlie, we all should go back and learn IT, because I'm really touched. Yeah. So I have to add IT to my So in a nutshell, we are ending with this.
Yeah.
Will you advise someone to travel or to come to Germany, or you ask them to stay in wherever country they are, like let's say Ghana or Nigeria or Cameroon? Like, what would be your advice using your experience? Like, will you advise people to travel when they have the opportunity, or like, what's your take on this? And then also, is it always the same as we presume that when you enter into Germany or Europe, or we travel out of your country, you make it big, there's no challenges? So with all these questions, can you please use some 1 minute or 2 minutes with our time to summarize it nicely, and we'll end it up?
Yeah. Okay.
And this one, please, you are telling.
Yeah.
So
okay. So on a bit of travel, I think it depends on the individual and the purpose for which you are traveling. Some are necessities. In my case, it was necessary. I joined my husband, so there was not so much two ways about it. So when it's in such situation, what our advice is, you plan well, and then so that when you come, you make the best out of the situation. Because as I said, it's not always easy. It can be depressing, it can be lonely, it can be it can be sad at times. There are days I miss home, because can you imagine, I was working in a bank in Ghana, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in Germany, in a country you don't understand the language, and you become, like, for lack of better, like an illiterate again in that country, because you can't speak the language, you can't read and write in the language, and you have to start all over again. It's not easy, but as I said, you should know the purpose for which you are traveling. If you look at the purpose, that should put you on track. So to you focus on the purpose why you are here. You focus on that to put you on track to be able to overcome some of these things. And the one thing I've realized, like, if you want to travel to a place like Germany, my advice is to learn the language. There's no two ways about it. There's just no two ways about it. If you really want to integrate and stay here, you just have to learn the language. I've gone through several corners, but it's always come back to
the language.
Yeah, even though I'm working with the company now, I found out, like, if I have the language, I'll get more opportunities to even grow in the company. So the language, there's no two ways about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about the mindset of people from Africa, that when you enter Europe, this one, they see, use 1 minute to have your word or your say on it. Is it grossy, like as soon as you enter into Germany, you make it in life?
I don't think there's a place like that on earth. Like, we will all through there. Nowhere, as someone will say, nowhere cool. I'm nowhere cool. So it's not rosy here. You have to work for your money. You have to work for everything. So if you really want to come here, you have to be prepared to work.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no free money anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, have you gotten some free money since you came?
Since I came, free money. Yes, I had free money.
From where?
But I can't get this of Corona grants.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was when I had free money.
Okay.
And then there's another free money in Bremen. Bremen, there's something we call welcome to Bremen.
Oh.
But before you get that money, you have to prove 1 year residency. Like, prove to them that you've lived in Bremen, you've integrated to the system of Bremen states. Before you get that money, is I think 300 or 400 euros. Yeah, it is only in Bremen. It be Bremen with day.
Hey, then
no
Hockenheim
or Bakosnak or Mainz
Bremen.
or Beckenfield or Saarbrücken. Come to Bremen.
Bremen.
It be Bremen with day, Charlie. So Charlie, where have we got into? Sheila, I would like to thank you very much. Thank you very much for the opportunity given, and I think my family, my YouTube family, are very much excited, and they are very pleased with what you've shared with your life experience, and I think they've learned something from it, and this will stay forever and ever. Thank you very much. So guys,
yeah, thank you for having me, giving me the opportunity to also share my story on your Unless Media
Global. And we'll do it some other time. We'll come back again, and then, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, I came all the way from Bremen because of the love I have for my sister, and then my alma mater, Neubrücke, Nahi. I mean, Umwelt campus, Trier University of Applied Science. That was my first university since I came to Germany. Before I moved from there to, you know, Bremen. So I came to pay them a courtesy visit. Yeah, so thank you very much, and guys, I hope this video has been educative, insightful, very what are some of the words, the adjective or whatever, yeah. So if this is the kind of content you want, yeah, it's not always student. Sometimes you need some resourceful person or resource person to, you know, share his or her life experience with you, so that you tap some here at your knee. So guys, thank you very much. We would like to end here, and same time, please make sure you subscribe, you share, and then you comment. So what do you have to tell people to, you know, follow, subscribe? Do you have any social media so that they can follow you?
No, I'm not really a social media person.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
What I was saying, just follow my brother Alex.
Okay.
I think he's doing a good work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Subscribe and share, and then
Yeah.
follow him.
Yeah, follow me on TikTok, you know,
Yeah.
at Ganyobi_Sido on all social media, but except Facebook. Yeah. So on TikTok at Ganyobi_Sido, Instagram Ganyobi_Sido, Twitter Ganyobi_Sido, and then Snapchat, your favorites at Ganyobi_Sido. So guys, this is where we end. Thank you very much.
All right.
Bye bye.
Ciao.